Hey everybody, welcome back again to Wayback Sports Cards. We're doing another, I guess it's not a box opening, it is a rack pack opening of 1987 Topps. You can see here the rack pack, 49 cards per pack. It says 48, but 49 with the commemorative card for the glossy All-Stars. These are the rack packs. You see the wood grain, the classic wood grain paneling. I'm sure many of you are familiar with it. You probably have cards in your collection from this set. I was 5 years old when this came out. Collected it over the years. Seen many cards from this set. Some key cards from this set. You got the McGwire, not exactly rookie card, but rookie in the Oakland A's uniform. He was in the 85 Topps traded set on Team USA. And also the Barry Bonds, not quite rookie. He did appear in the 86 Topps traded set. So lots of Hall of Famers, lots of All-Stars, lots of great players in this set. This time I decided to go with the rack packs. Hopefully we'll find some pretty big hits in here. I'm just going to show you right off the bat. Here is close-up example of what we're looking to find, the kind of card we're going to get here. It's the Jose Canseco from the set. On the back, you got the several different color-coded, you got the yellow box for the stat font in blue, the blue border at the top. A lot going on these cards. So here is one example. We're going to get going into the rack packs. Excuse the cellophane crunching along the way here. We're going to get going here. Got Gary Templeton here in the front. Tony Bernazard. Andy McGaffigan. Bruce Hurst. Indians leaders. Dave Concepcion. Looks like a late career Dave Concepcion card. I'll put that off to the side. Rod Scurry. Darryl Porter with the nice thick rimmed glasses. Craig McMurtry. A turn back the clock of Reggie Jackson from turning back to 77. Dennis Lamp. Looks like a blurry card on that one. Craig Reynolds. Todd Worrell. Tom Pacioric. Mike Trujillo. And Texas leaders. So, as I noted, each of these rack packs has 49 cards. It says 48, but 49, including the glossy All-Star on each. It's basically equivalent of 3 packs in one. So, we got 12 of these rack packs, so it's basically like opening almost the equivalent of 36 wax packs. Randy Myers, Larry Anderson, Milt Thompson, John Russell, Don Ace, Kurt Ford, and Strawberry, All-Star card, very nice. Jim Slayton, Pat Perry, Ed Correa, Brian Clutterbuck, Darnell Coles. Reds leaders with Pete Rose featured there. Looks like maybe from his player manager days at the end of his career. Nice card there. A checklist with the wood panel. Lance Parrish, Yet, and Carney Lansford with the glasses and the mustache. Great product of the time right there. That's a great shot right there. And we're going to open the third panel on the first rack pack here. And you can see right in front the glossy All-Star of Tony Gwynn. A little bit of damage on this one, but still, it is Tony Gwynn. So, Mike Pagliarulo, Bob Sebra, Kevin Bass, Gino Petralli. I'm not even going to try that one. Terry Harper, Marty Barrett, Greg Gagne, Bill Doran, Orlando Mercado, Walt Terrell, Hubie Brooks, Mike Schmidt. There we go. Hall of Famer Mike Schmidt toward the end of his career right there. And follow that up back to back with a nice Tommy Lasorda manager card. Rick Ruschel and Claudell Washington with the Yankees. Going into rack pack number 2 here. Todd Worrell, Tom Pacioric. Roberto Clemente turned back the clock. You know, and the great thing about these rack packs is all the cards are kind of turned in the right direction. When you open the wax packs, a lot of times it's they're flipped. Although, and I noticed in this case, you can see here, this batch looks like it's been bent. So that is the, you know, the downside, probably how these were stored. I got these off of eBay. $27, I think, shipped for all 12 rack packs, which is not a bad deal here. But just something to pay attention to as your Harold Baines new Hall of Famer right there. But these cards in general, there's no gum in these, so you're not going to get the gum stain. Here's a Jamie Moyer rookie card right there. I featured this one on the Instagram feed early on when I was just showing cards, but that's a great Jamie Moyer. So, I mean, there's pluses and minuses. You know, you don't get the gum, you don't get the wax pack, so generally these shouldn't be sticking very much. But you can see, again, on this, they're bent, so hopefully we don't get anything, we don't find our Barry Bonds in this bunch. As I kind of flip through Bruce Bochy, that manager. Probably more famous for his being manager. Doug Drabeck with the Yankees there. Ken Griffey Sr. with the powder blue Atlanta jersey. Bruce Sutter, late career Bruce Sutter card. Hall of Famer. Bob Shirley, Ron Hassey, Tom O'Malley, Earl Weaver. I believe he's a Hall of Fame manager, Earl Weaver. And so I'm going to open this third panel on the second rack pack, and right off the bat, got the Cal Ripken showing. So that's looks like in pretty good shape. This batch does not look as bent as the other two. I'll try to go through these fairly quick and stop if we've got anything worth stopping for. Terry Pendleton, future MVP with the Braves in '91. Run on Astros, Mike Scott, Mike Scioscia, and Rags from the Yankees, Dave Righetti. So that's 2 packs down, and we're going to get into rack pack number 3 here. Danny Tartabull. Keith Hernandez, All-Star. Nice shot. Keith Hernandez. Another turn back the clock of Reggie Jackson. A Todd Worrell record breaker. Kent Tekulve. And that's a cool little card right there. Mike Trujillo. And another Texas Ranger. So, looks like in this batch, I'm already starting to see a lot of duplicates. I don't know if that's a function of the seller or just the collation in these rack packs. Eddie Murray, there we go. Hall of Famer Eddie Murray with the big glasses from his Orioles days. And this rack pack has the All-Star card of Mike Schmidt. Now, the glossy All-Stars, there's 22 of them in total. 1 in each rack pack. We only have 12. We're not going to hit them all here, but here's the Mike Schmidt. And there's Don Mattingly. As you can see in the background here, I'm a big Don Mattingly fan, big-time collector. Probably do Don Mattingly collection viewing at some point, but I got quite a few of these, but Don Mattingly, 1987. Keith Hernandez, the regular card this time around. Jeff Reardon. He went on to well over 300 saves there. Jeff Reardon, Pat Sheridan, Tony Gwynn. There we go. Hall of Famer, Tony Gwynn. And you can see here at that point, he had only played about 5 seasons. It looks like 3 full seasons. So very early in his career right there. Steve Crawford. Ed Vandenberg. I guess it is spelled that. It is done that way. Chris Chambliss. Spike Owen. Andres Galarraga. Very nice. Early career Andres Galarraga card. Brett Butler. Wally Joyner. A couple of nice long career players right there. Brett Butler and Wally Joyner. Both played quite a long time there. Love the old school jerseys. That's one of the best things about these. Looking at some of the retro jerseys. There's Lee Smith. Looks like taken during spring training. The sun in his eyes. Another one of the all-time save leaders. Lee Smith. And Lee Mazzilli closing out that batch. And on this rack pack, looks like our glossy all-star this time is going to be of Hall of Famer Dave Winfield from his time with the Yankees. And there he is, Dave Winfield, 3,000 Hit Club, Dave Winfield. Speaking of 3,000 Hit Club, Wade Boggs. And he, like Tony Gwynn, looks like 5 full seasons at that point, going into 87. Vita Blue. Looks like toward the very end of his career. Clint Hurdle. More famous today for being manager. Rockies, if memory serves there. Clint Hurdle. Lance McCullers has a son in the majors. I think Lance McCullers Jr., I believe is the name. Ron Darling. There you go. Announcer. Calling a lot of the playoff games this season. There's Cy Young Award winner Dwight Gooden. Jesse Barfield. Closing out that batch right there. So let's keep going. Ernie Witt, Brian Fisher, another Vandenberg. And you can see the collation's not the best here. We're getting a lot of duplicates in here. Don Sutton. Don Sutton, Hall of Famer. Don Sutton, very nice. Looks like toward the end of his career. You can see here his first season back in 66. So yeah, he's, I think at that point he had won 310 games, is what it says here. So definitely the end of his career. Ron C., famous for all those years with the Dodgers in the late 70s. It's a nice late career card of him. George Bell had some great years in the 80s. There with the Blue Jays. I mean, this is a massive set. You're talking about over 700 cards in the set. So you're not going to find a lot of these commons in here. I like the t-shirt there on the Chicago. Jim Fregosi, who's probably more famous for managing the Phillies to the 92 or 3 World Series against the Blue Jays. Dave Righetti, record breaker card. Jerry Nairn, another manager. Bob Melvin, manager. Looks like a A's leaders card. And on this rack pack, looks like we've got ourselves another Cal Ripken Jr. Burt Blyleven right behind him, Hall of Famer. Great mustache in that picture, like that. Jay Tibbs, the old Expos uniform. Ron Washington, manager. So a lot of managers here. Ron Guidry, Gator. Tony Fernandez, longtime shortstop in the majors. Jim Gantner, which you could see on this card. Looks like reverse negative with the hat and the logo. I believe that's uncorrected, but interesting reverse negative. Steve Garvey, late career Steve Garvey card. Another, like Ron Cey, longtime Dodger from the 70s. Won a couple of World Series there. Andy Van Slyke. Bob Brenly, another manager. Wally Backman, Candy Maldonado, Hojo, Howard Johnson, 30-30 club member, Jody Davis, and Kelly Gruber. So as I clear a couple of these cellophane pieces away, and we move to the next rack pack here. And what I'm going to do, as I drop it here. Another Willie Hernandez, another Willie Wilson. So you can see they've all kind of been collated. Vandenberg, Chambliss, we've seen these all in the last few minutes. So another Galarraga, Brett Butler, Wally Joyner, Steve Sachs, Dave Parker, nice Dave Parker card, and Mark Langston, might be a rookie card. No, he's pitched for a few years at that point. Mark Langston with the Mariners, and then later with the Angels. Him and Chuck Finley with the Angels, and Jim Abbott formed a nice little three-man group in that rotation in the early 90s. Steve Lyons, I believe nickname for Steve Lyons is Psycho. Cal Ripken Jr., there we go. The base, Cal Ripken Jr. And there you go. First season there in 81, played a few games, but Cal Ripken, Hall of Famer. Mark Davis, future, I think, Cy Young Award winner, Storm Davis, Candy Oddie, Randy Myers, another Darryl All-Star, another Pete Rose, Reds leader. So, and the All-Star on this one, it looks like Strawman, Darryl Strawberry. And you can see the wood grain darkness varies between some of these cards. I don't know if that's probably through the printing process there. Tony Pena, another future manager. Charlie Lebrand with the fun leg kick there. Another Darryl base card there. Tom Henke, longtime closer for the Blue Jays. Sean Dunston, here with the Cubs. Rich Gedman. Let's see. Tigers leaders, another checklist. Gorman Thomas, look at that. Great looking card there. Andres Thomas, Rick Leach, Dave Parker, All-Star. Another Cal Ripken. There we go. And you can see the collation. We're getting a lot of the same stuff here. So I'm going to quickly go through it. Darryl All-Star. Put that off to the side. Another Reds leaders card there. So lots of similar cards here. As we open the last portion of this rack pack. This one is headlined by Ryan Sandberg, another Hall of Famer. Hall of Fame second baseman for the Cubs. Another Doc Gooden. Dwight Evans. Denny Martinez. Pitched a perfect game with the Expos in 91. Jeff Reardon, another Expo, back-to-back. Tony Gwynn, yet again. Vince Coleman. perennial stolen base leader in this era. Yeah, back-to-back, over 100 steals. You don't see that anymore. Back in the day when Vince Coleman and Rickey Henderson were leading the stolen base charts every single year. Roger Clemens, All-Star. Mike Laga, which this looks photoshopped. I mean, he's got a pink shirt on here. This is an interesting, interesting card here. This just looks heavily edited. Interesting. I'm going to put that off to the side. I don't know. It's just interesting to me. And I'm going to open up this last panel as well so we can keep this thing moving along. A's leaders, Doug Corbett, Pat Corrales, another Rigetti, record breaker. We're not finding too many big hits here. Looks like a lot of commons, And then the rack, and then the glossy all-star on this one is Rickey Henderson. And I'll just quickly show you the back. There it is, 18 of 22. So it does show you what number it is in the group of 22. Basically a precursor to an insert, I suppose. Although they're one per pack, so there's hundreds of thousands of those cards floating around. None of these are worth a whole lot, except for maybe the McGwire or the Bonds. But there's another Schmidt, another Lasorda. And I believe we found those back-to-back in that order last time. So this is just how the collation on these is going. I'm going to cut all three of these at the same time. I know we are about almost 20 minutes in here, so I'm going to try to get through these 4 left. Jack Morris, Hall of Famer. Dave Kingman, Kent Herbeck. And the Phil Niekro there at the end. Hall of Famer Phil Niekro. Lee Smith. Ted Simmons put off to the side there. Mike Maddox, brother of Greg Maddox. Chili Davis. Ted Power. What a masculine name right there. Ted Power. Closing that off. And our all-star in this batch is Wally Joyner. Bob Boone, future manager. Father of current manager Aaron Boone. Willie McGee, batting leader, former batting champ. There's Gary Carter. We haven't seen him yet. Hall of Famer, Gary Carter, the kid. Jim Leland. Great card of him. Lucky, I'm surprised you don't see him with a cigarette in his mouth in that one. That's Jim Leland. So we're going to cut all 3 of these. Good news is this does take a little less time than the wax packs with the gum stains and the stickiness and everything. So this has taken a little less time. Dave Parker, All-Star. Harold Reynolds. Jim DeShays. Jim Rice, All-Star. Mitch Williams, young card of the Wild Thing. Billy Bean. You know him much better as the GM of the Oakland A's. I'll put that off to the side. That's a fun card there. Davey Lopes. Steve Sachs All-Star. This group, Rick Roden, Darryl Boston, another Lee Smith, and this pack has a Lance Parrish All-Star card, Bob Brenly, another Gator, Tony Fernandez, Sosha, Righetti, Mel Hall, Bert Blyleven, always put that off to the side, Ron Washington, Terry Pendleton, Tim Laudner, Glenn Davis. So we're down to our final 2 rack packs here. I'm not sure if we're going to find ourselves a McGwire or a Bonds. Looks like a lot of these are collated in similar fashion, so I'm not so sure we're going to get lucky at this point, but nevertheless, we're going to open them anyway. Bobby Witt, Tony La Russa, nice Tony La Russa, Mike Schmidt All-Star, Barry Larkin, Hall of Famer, Barry Larkin, that's a nice card, early career card. I think his rookie card's 86. So that's nice Barry Larkin. Bobby Bonilla. I believe this is his rookie card, Bobby Bonilla. Jim DeShays and a Tony Gwynn All-Star in the back there. BJ Surhoff. Devon White. I believe this is the Devon White rookie card here. More famous for his time with the world champion Blue Jays in the early 90s. Davey Johnson, manager of the 86 World Series Miracle Mets. This rack pack's got another Ripken here in the front. Willie McGee. Frank Viola. I believe was Cy Young winner. John Franco. Both later became Mets. Jeff Reardon. All right, so we're down to our last rack pack here. Haven't seen a Canseco, haven't seen a McGwire, have not seen a Barry Bonds. So, last chance for one of those as I quickly cut apart our package here. Harold Baines. Another Jamie Moyer rookie card. Roger Clemens record breaker. Dick Williams, I believe Hall of Fame manager. Put that off to the side. Kirk Gibson, nice card of Kirk Gibson. A year later, he'd be with the Dodgers, hitting the game-winning home run in Game 1 of the '88 World Series. But here he is still with the Tigers. All right, and the last group here, our all-star here is Dale Murphy on this one. Underrated player from the '80s. Probably deserves more Hall of Fame consideration than he got. Another Mike Schmidt. Another Tom Lasorda. Jimmy Key. Paul Molitor, Hall of Famer. Paul Molitor. Very nice right here as we finish up. Randy Bush and Bob Welch here to wrap it out for our rack packs here. So no Barry Bonds, no Mark McGwire here, but you know, we did pretty well with some Hall of Famers along the way. People who should be in the Hall of Fame. A couple of rookie cards. Jamie Moyer probably being the best one that we've got. A few Cal Ripkins. So we've done okay in this group. We didn't find the cards we were looking for, but a fun break nonetheless. We are going to do more box breaks in the future. We do have another 2006 Topps, another 2006 Upper Deck that I've opened a while ago that I'm trying to put some space between. I didn't want to post them both at the same time because there's going to be a lot of the same cards, but I'll be posting those in the near future. And I think also in the near future, I'm going to do a box break or a collection break on my Don Mattingly collection. I've got a briefcase full of Don Mattingly cards and some interesting stuff in there that would be fun to share. You see some of that here. Look for that in the near future. And well, I'm always looking for new boxes to buy and rack packs to buy. So stay tuned to the channel, and hopefully in the near future we'll have some more to break. I'd like to get some basketball up on here and maybe some more football. So stay tuned to the channel. You know, if you enjoy what you see, subscribe. Please send me a comment or an email. We'd love to hear from you. And we will see you again next time on Wayback Sports Cards for the next box break. Take care. Have a great day.